We're looking forward to that.
Okay.
Stephanie, ready? Go live. You're live? We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Funding Fridays on the Owwll App, Owwll app. It's been a crazy week coming off of Art Basel. We have some friends here. We're going to be probably reminiscing about some of the people who we've met in the yacht parties we've been to. I am with a new audience today, with the exception of Dr. Libia Scheller next to me here. We are putting this on. We do this on a monthly basis, and it's really great because it allows people, especially entrepreneurs, to be able to access qualified people to give them free advice, really. Now, the worst advice in the world, I think, sometimes is free advice, but considering that everybody's on the Owwll app here, they're taking time and resources to be on here, and we are very helpful for building this community out. I want to introduce certain guests here. First of all, I want to talk to my twinsy over here, the same color jacket that we're wearing, Katherine Dietrich, who is new to the Funding Fridays. Welcome, Katherine. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I am so excited to be here, and thank you so much for inviting me to be here. Yes, my name is Katherine Dietrich, and I own Phoenix AI Consulting Company, and I am here to help companies empower themselves with AI to increase their productivity and their efficiency and become the best that they can be.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that, and thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you having you at the table. I'm going to switch it over to Scott Mariano over here. Guapo, how you doing? Tell us about yourself. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm excited to be here and connect. Scott Mariano, venture capital, private equity, entrepreneur into climate and wellness and building projects and opportunities around the world for anybody that has those disruptive technologies or anything that can really help the environment, and also individuals that can excel in any what you say helpful to those communities around the world.
Very cool. I know you're working on a lot of initiatives too, and I appreciate that. The word on the street today, and someone who's a very close friend of mine, we know a lot of the same CEOs in life sciences, and someone who I'm very proud to be a partner with. She's also an investor of ours too, Dr. Libia Scheller. And Dr. Libia, the word on the street today is longevity. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
Yes, thank you. So, hello, everyone. Libia Scheller here. I'm the founder and CEO of Miami AI Ventures, Masters of Innovation, Acceleration, Monetization, and Investments. And one of the areas that I'm focusing on is looking for disruptive and really disruptive technologies in the area of regenerative medicine and longevity medicine. My focus is not about biohacking. It's actually using data, genetic data, protein data, and so on, to actually see whether these modalities will be helping you or not. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Sure. I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of action going on last week. It was Art Basel here in Miami, and that really took the energy out of everything, especially me. Just going to these parties. I think it was, you call it the Olympiad, don't you, or the Olympics? Okay.
I call it the Olympics, end of the year Olympics.
You went with one of our friends, our favorite CEO, and you went to every art show or something.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a lot. Not to mention the yacht parties, not to mention all the other things. It was great. It's a good mix too. We also have a tradition since I've been in Miami where we invite our LPs or our partners to come down to dinner, and we had a great dinner on Tuesday night. Libia was there, Scott was there. Sorry we missed you, Katherine, but that was a great time, and it's a great time to to reconnect with our investors, and it's something that really good because it builds the culture, because people do require that kind of intimacy today, especially I think we're in a loneliness epidemic, and people want to be interactive with each other more,
relationship. And you take time for those individuals and your clients. They really like that. Approval.
Nobody's going to give you a check until they give you their time first. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. It used to be that way in Art Basel, where it was the Bitcoin bros would come in and they would just roll in, right, with wheelbarrows full of cash, right? None of them looked like they passed high school math, but they were paying, $50,000 bills with the Fountain Blue. Those days have ended, right? The transactional days have ended.
Mhm.
Now we're back to it, right? I can tell you right now, we're in the throes at the end of the year. It's always very, very busy for us. We're closing on our fourth investment into Stripe. I had to make some bad phone calls this morning. We had to lock some people out of that because we only have so much supply to be able to work with that. And then also we're working on some real estate deals too, which are amazing. So all of these are going to close before the end of the year, and maybe I'll be able to take a nap at some point. Right? It's just my idea of a vacation is probably just taking an Ambien and just sleeping in for like 12 hours, but we will see. Dr. Scheller, Dr. Livia, talk to me a little bit more. I think we're starting to see an emergence right now of entrepreneurs getting into the longevity, the regenerative space. What do you look at when you look at these companies, knowing that you're a fund manager? So
Yes,
people are going to call in, I'm sure, and want to ask you questions.
yes, sure. And I think the operative word here is disruptive. I'm looking for entrepreneurs who have innovations that are very different than anybody else. I'm talking about not like putting microvesicles or whatever in a cream of things. I'm looking down at the DNA and protein level to look at these new innovations and modalities, whether they actually work for you or actually against you.
Yeah.
And the word on the street that people must understand is not biohacking.
Mm-hmm.
And that word is kind of a difficult one for me, but I love that everybody's trying all these new modalities. But really what happens is that we're all different.
Mhm.
Sal, Catherine, we're all different human beings, and what works for me may not work for other people. So the key is precision medicine. And when it
Precision
comes to
medicine.
precision medicine means that why not test what you need, what vitamins you are absorbing, not absorbing? So I'm really looking for these diagnostic tests. And if anybody has something along those lines where they have a diagnostic test where they can test themselves before the intervention and then after to see whether it helped you a lot, to me, that's precision medicine.
Mhm.
So many of the clinics that are out there are not doing this. So people are spending a lot of money going to these wellness centers and they have no idea, oh, does it make you feel better? What's it doing to you? And you're waiting 5 years to see whether it works.
Yeah.
Well, why not know instantaneously? So in my portfolio of entrepreneurs that I'm helping right now, I have these disruptive technologies where we go down and actually test. So diagnostic testing is important. And the second thing is if you have a diagnostic test and also have a solution to it, is there a small molecule pill that you can take, or some intervention? Those are the types of disruptive technologies that I'm working with today.
Somebody
Yeah.
wanted to know, how did they get in contact with you to see what kind of portfolio companies that you look at or what be on your newsletter?
Sure, yes. And so I do, I have 2 newsletters that I have on LinkedIn. One's on LinkedIn and the other one's on Substack. And I do write a lot about the future of where we're going. I always try to look ahead 5 years in advance. And as you know, many of these tests and innovations are not covered by medicine. And as you know, everybody's trying to get health insurance right now and is probably going through a craziness trying to get it, including myself. And our insurances these days don't pay for much. So we have to take it upon ourselves to really take care of ourselves, eat right, exercise right, and so on. Because, at the end of the day, we want to age gracefully, age well, and be able to live a full life. So it's not about looking younger. No, it's actually lifespan, to expand your life and live a well life.
I like that.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
great. I think that's the
Sounds
next
wonderful.
Yes.
bastion of it.
Absolutely.
Tell me, yeah, no, absolutely. Catherine, tell me about some of the problems or mental blocks that a lot of your clients have when they're starting a business. What is the, I mean, amazing, you're doing God's work here, right? Working with new
Yes.
entrepreneurs. Sometimes you're working with egos. Sometimes you're working with different personalities.
Mhm.
What happens?
Yes, I'm finding that in a lot of big, small, medium, and large corporations, one of the biggest problems is that not everybody is adapting to AI. Like if the CEO says, I want everybody to do it, there's been a lot of people that aren't accepting it. It's
Like
a new
boomers?
thing. Yeah, like older people that they just don't
Yeah.
understand it. They don't want to use it, even though it's implemented. they just find it intimidating. So as a consultant, I have to educate them. I think the most important thing about AI is understanding it and getting everybody on the same page. And I think that that's one of the biggest problems right now, because CEOs, as an as an owner of your own company, you have to go out of your insecurity bounds, and you have to adapt the reality of what's happening in the world right now. And not everybody is on the same page. I think that's really the bottleneck that I'm going through right now. So even before I talk to the company, when I do my assessments, I talk to everybody. I have to go to all the different departments. And what I'm finding is there's a lot of people that don't want to use it. They are the old fashioned way, and they're very adamant about not using AI. So my job as a consultant is to educate everybody as a whole, because in a company you have a chain. The chain's got to be solid, and if there's one chain that isn't, it's not going to be successful.
Yeah.
So education for me is really important.
Yeah. I see a lot of people balk at AI. They don't
Yes,
understand
that's
it. They don't
exactly
get it. They make fun of it.
Yes.
It's sort of like, the boomers are scared of it,
Mhm.
but it's the same thing can be said too, for anyone who's an entrepreneur. They always focus on what their strengths are, but they need to also build the skill set too, to be able to raise capital that a lot of people don't do. Libya, what do you say about that?
Yes, I agree. We had this conversation on the car actually, because,
Good.
in Miami AI Ventures, my strong suit is being able to really pick out those disruptive technologies. However, if it's not paired with helping these entrepreneurs and these startup companies actually find capital, then you're kind of dead in the water. So education, along with helping these CEOs and these entrepreneurs, actually comes along with people saying, I want to invest, which is a really
Yeah.
great thing.
Mhm.
Another thing I wanted to say as well as all of you entrepreneurs out there, if you have not adopted AI just yet, look, I'm an N of one right now, and I do have all my advisors in Miami AI Ventures. But when I first started, if I didn't have someone like, Katherine Dietrich, who was able to take my time, and, I only have a set number of hours in a day, and she took what I can, that would take a year for me to do, and she did it in a couple of hours, not even hours. So this is a way for entrepreneurs. When you have a small company, you really need to get somebody and hire someone like Katherine Dietrich, who really will help you synthesize a lot of the things that you are doing. And so that was what helped me a lot. And now I can focus more on raising capital for companies.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, which is the highest and best use of your time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to increase their productivity and efficiency in their company?
yeah.
It's
Right.
also, it's not a function of hours, it's a function of energy. Right? At the end
That
of the
too.
day, your energy. I mean, I could feel like some meetings with people, Scott, this, it's sort of like they wear your car battery down. You know what I mean? It's like leaving it back in the old days when you left your lights on in the parking lot. Yeah, you'd be gone. What do you think about that? In the businesses, you're very successful. You come from Carmel, California. You live here now, or maybe you back and forth. I'm never too sure with you, but it's been a great time since you've been here. Tell me a little bit about what you think about the whole fundraising space today.
Just finding the variability and the investors that want to be a partner, and Dr. Libya has been a fascinating research and education for me and my wellness and my clinics here in Miami, because she's saying, Scott, do these modalities actually work? And she brought that to my attention. So that's what I'm primarily working in Miami right now, is work with doctors in protocol longevity with biologics. And Dr. Libya has been fascinating and educating me on, hey, well, we have to take your blood test or do your blood test to see if these modalities work, and has everything changed in your body. And that's what I'm representing, and what I'm actually kind of going for as well.
I like
And
that.
then for the money and for the funding, it's just that I have enterprising projects around the world, but also I look for those individuals that want to make a difference in the world, and all my projects are that focused right now. my building supply company, it's all sustainable and all green. It's fireproof, waterproof, hurricane proof. So that modality. My GT Optics is a technology that you wrap around a drone and can't be detected by radar. So these technologies are saving the world, and I'm just promoting them around the world to be efficient and effective, because I want to help different interests and investors that want to be involved in, and that's where the younger generation too, their investment money is going into global changes as well.
That's seen, we used to call this impact back in the day, right? We used to call it impact, but today that's taken, something else. Line is open, guys. Dial in, use the Owwll app, call us, ask us any questions that you have. Yeah, I mean, coming into the end of the year, I think you're starting to see that the capital markets are starting to open up a little bit. It's been prohibitive in certain areas, but I'll tell you, we had a great reception because before the dinner, Dr. Libia hosted, and you were there, Katherine. You too, Scott, was a private preview of one of these portfolio companies. And we did this at the law firm at Gunster. Our friend Milton Vescovaci was nice enough to give us a conference room. We packed it with 30 people, all very qualified investors. What tell us, if you can, a little bit about what made that so attractive to you, Libia.
So one of the things is, here it is, it's Art Basel, and it really takes months to prepare a meeting like that. However, I was able to put it together. We were able to put it together in less than a week. Why? And it goes down to disruptive technologies. When people trust you. Now, people know me on the street. They know Salvatore on the street. They know Brahmin partners. You build a reputation. So entrepreneurs out there, very important to build up your reputation and your connections. Very important. And this is why we love coming here. We love the Owwll app that this platform is generating. We build community, right? So when you build community, you have options to have great people in the room. We've had, mostly because we were looking for non-dilutive funding, heads of family offices. Those are the people that invest. So what made it successful were a couple fold. Number one, the people that were putting it on, myself and Salvatore, that it was done at Gungster, and so on. We had a wonderful venue. But more importantly, it's the technology that was being presented. It's really disruptive. And, at the end of the day, when you have a room of more than 50 people who are wanting to invest at the end of the day and know more, much better. So that's what made it successful.
All right. Thank you. I think we have our first caller of the day here.
Yay.
Hello and welcome.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Great to be here.
Great to be here. Who are you? Remember, you're live in front of a studio audience here of about 10,000 downloads. Welcome to Funding Fridays.
Not to make you nervous.
No, not at all. In fact, I recently had the honor of speaking with you, Sal, and it was wonderful. So I feel like I'm at home. So nice to meet everyone.
Nice to meet you too. What's your name? Remind me of who you are. We can't turn around without breaking the TV.
Yes, Andrew Darlow, coming to you from Achille, New Jersey.
That's right. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, good to see you again, or hear from you again. What's on your mind today?
Well, I was thinking, I have this app idea, and before I start speaking to people, I just wanted to ask a few questions, and I'll just start with this without telling too much about it. It's a tracking app. It helps people get things done. There's a lot of them out there, but mine is unique. And what I've learned is, if you have something that's really unique and people are searching for it, there's an opportunity there. But I'm worried about just presenting it to a company and having it stolen. So if anyone can just start me on the right path with getting my app in front of someone, and then hopefully they'll pick it up and then pay me a royalty.
Scott, you want to take this one? Have you ever done a royalty deal?
Yes. I would suggest, do you have some patents on this to start?
No, but I will get copyrights on the design, but I don't know about it if I can get a patent, but I can look into that as well.
Well, the copyright would be a great start. And you have a lawyer that you're working with?
I do have a lawyer, yes.
Okay, and you can post date all your information with your lawyer, and you can start. You need to raise money. Is that what your goal is right now, or what's your where your architects? What are you developing as far as everything developed, or what stages are you?
I have a working prototype. I did this in Excel, so it's ready. It's working, but it, it's good enough to show someone for them to make a decision whether to move forward. And then
Mhm.
if they love it, I hope that they will then just sell it, and I'll just receive a royalty. That's what I'm thinking in my mind.
Yeah.
What's the topic for your venture?
So it's a tracker that just helps you get things done, but in a way that I have not seen. I looked at about 20 of them, and it's just a much more simple approach. And I looked at someone else's app. I've been watching these people where they have these apps that have one strong feature, and they're selling it over and over again. So that's what got me excited about it. It doesn't. I got so confused by some of the other tracking apps on the market. I said, okay, this one does this in a unique way. So that's where I am at this point.
Mhm.
Okay, and then has your legal representative that is with you, he has some documents for you like an NDA, so you can share this with individuals, so they, it's some sort of a clause that can help you share this and see if you have some mobility or some traction with this and where you could take this.
I have used NDAs in the past when I'm presenting some toy and game ideas and other inventions. So I do have that, but I should probably run it by
Mhm.
someone who knows a little bit more about the app market. Would you say that makes sense to talk to someone who has
Yes.
been in the app
Yes, for
world?
sure.
Yes, yeah, you need to protect yourself to present it where you go, and that's a start. And then talk to your attorneys about that, and then that way there you're able to freely share your idea to those writer type people that can help you with this to make sure that because you have to look at your U.S. markets, you have to look at your global markets where you can, because there's going to be factors on your growth ability for and if this is done anywhere else too there, and I know that you probably did your research, but you have to look at that as well.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Okay. And
I'd like to chime in.
Catherine, yes.
Yes, I have, being the AI expert here, a great thing to do when you're starting is go to an LLM, something like Perplexity,
Mhm.
because they do deep research. You could prompt it as much information that you can, prompt it using your verbiage, and be as specific as possible, and it will tell you if there's other markets like it, and it'll do a deep research on it. Use your AI, because that's going to give you a lot of insight, and ask it questions.
Libya.
Yeah, if I can just chime in on a few things. Number one, I'm in agreement with Scott. You need to solidify your IP before
Yes.
you talk to anyone.
Yep.
okay.
Do not talk to anybody until you have that done. You can do yourself a lot of damage. So, number one.
Mhm.
Number two, you're looking for money. And I know Sal will agree with us. When we're investing, we don't invest in first time founders. So, don't know if you're a first time founder or not. Are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And
So
yes.
I can give you some strategies. And he knows my operative word that everybody hears is bubble wrap. And that's what Miami AI Ventures does. You need to bubble wrap yourself. And what Miami AI Ventures does is look at what you have, and actually you need to put people as an advisors and on your board that actually are going to contribute to your company. And I mean big names. Let me give you an example. If there's a biotech company and you're competing with everyone else like you are, right? But you have to prove that you're better than somebody else, right? How are you going to get to market before everybody else? Well, the best thing is, why not put a Nobel Prize winner on your board?
Mhm.
This is how we work. So you want to have people that are on your team that people are going to say, oh my goodness, look at who he has in his advisory board.
The big
So,
dogs.
because most people do not provide funding for first time founders, only if you're bubble wrapped appropriately. So, if I can tell you anything, is start putting your stellar advisory committee together, and they're going to help you put the gasoline that you're going to need to beat out those other companies. The third thing I would recommend is this. You're in an area, it sounds like, I don't know the details of your company. However, you're in a race with other people. You have to be so explicit to explain why yours is better and how it's going to impact
absolutely.
people in the future. Very important
Mhm.
to delineate why yours is important. If you don't do that well, people are not going to understand why they should give you money.
And
So,
you can use AI for that, right, Catherine?
exactly.
Absolutely. Put it into
Right.
AI. It
Yeah.
gives you so much great information, things that you wouldn't even think of. Because you know what? It's going through all the information of the world right there at your fingertips in 5 minutes.
Mhm.
So why not use it
Mhm.
for your benefit?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
I think that's great. So, apps themselves, I know a lot of people who have started apps, and it's hard to get a following on the app. And make sure when you do the app and you have the advisory board, somebody on there probably would be representative of a buyer for your product.
Okay.
Start with
And-
the end in mind.
Mhm.
Would you recommend I create something almost like a really compelling 30 to 60-second ad, essentially, that just shows the main points so that people get excited and want to just jump in and start using it?
Yeah, I mean, you got to start marketing this. I mean, the
Yeah,
people who are afraid of marketing are the ones who go broke.
I have
Catherine?
another thing to say. The best thing to do is the cheapest way to test your products is go to Facebook. Facebook has the cheapest ads
Yeah.
and the best feedback.
Mhm.
And just do little blurbs here and there, and then you could see the conversion of what's going on
So
with
that
your ads.
there's an app called Notebook LM,
Yeah.
and I was able to
Yes.
do a 1 minute infomercial
Yeah.
on who Libia Scheller is, and so on.
Exactly.
So you want to do something like that. Notebook LM will create something for you in less than 20 seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be
Fantastic.
marketing all the time. And also, I would also I'm going to get in trouble for this. If you're going to buy Facebook ads, make sure you buy them yourself. Don't go through an agency.
No need for
Unless
that.
you're like really big. And the reason is because those people are not going to have the highest level professionals working with burgeoning businesses, right? They're going to have like some lower associate level working with you. They don't understand the business. That's just from personal experience. Learn how to, and it's a skill, but learn how to buy the ads yourself, and you'll go a lot further and save a lot of money.
And
Yeah.
you don't have to do it for very much, $5-10.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's one of the best platforms to test.
One other thing, be careful who you take money from.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Why am I saying this?
Oh.
Okay. People be offering you money. You do your due diligence of who you're going to take money from. At this point in time, do not use a VC.
Yep.
Friends and family,
Right.
angel investors,
Absolutely.
only
Right.
non-dilutive
Yep.
funding only.
And we are
Good
out
point,
of
good
time.
point.
Thank you so much for
All
your
right,
call.
thank you,
Hope
thank
we were
you.
able to help you. Thank you. Thank
Good
you.
luck to you.
Yes,
Thank
good
you.
luck.
Thank you. Good luck.
Taking the wrong investors. I mean, we could have gone off in an hour on that one.
Oh
but
yeah.
Oh,
I had to throw it in there
a
last
couple
minute.
hours on that
couple
one.
hours. That's a telenovela right there, right, ladies? But one of the things that I noticed, and we invest in high quality startups, and that, like Livia says, we bubble wrap. And yes, we have a Nobel Prize laureate on, who's a co-founder of one of our companies, which is doing very, very well. However, when it comes to the investors, some of the investors are going to, and it'll come like this, is that they're bored and looking for notoriety themselves. I've seen this with some investors, older guys. And they're like, yeah, I want to write a check, but, I want to be hands-on on this. I want to be more hands-on.
Sure.
And I'm like, the hell you are. I'm like, you're unhappily married. All right. Leave your unhappy marriage out of our happy deal. Just write the check, really. And that's it. Well, I want to be hands-on. Like, what value are you going to add? Like, you have no understanding of how this works. Right? They just want to be able to tell people that they're on the board or something. I see it all the time. It's all ego. I get it. But you got to be careful you're not taking money from people. And you also want to make sure that the people you're taking money from understand that you're probably going to have to go back to them a couple times to ask for more money. And I think a lot of people get kind of upset about that. They don't really understand it. These angels are only good for, one thing, and that's one ticket, right?
Right.
And everybody can access $1 million, I think, through their friends and family, but you have to prepare what happens after that. Everybody gets
Scale it.
excited to raise the money, but there's no continuity as far as continuing to raise that money. If I was this guy, I'd send an email. I mean, it's free today. Just start we don't use Substack, but we use Beehive.
Beehive.
Yeah.
Beehive.
And right? Yeah, Beehive. BEEHIV. Okay.
Yes.
And you send out newsletters talking about how great the app is, because if you keep in front of your investors or your people, it's going to be much easier for them to stroke a check for you.
and getting it to the right people too to
Yeah.
help you scale. And you want to have scalability for sure, and that's what's going to attract your investors as well.
Yeah. If you don't want to spend a night at dinner with your investor, you should not be asking them for money. Okay. If you don't want to hang out with them socially, go ahead, Scott.
No, that was really, really good segue into that. Yeah, you want to. What I like to do as we're developing the relationship here as well, I like to have partners or relationships with people that I want to hang out with and I could travel with around the world.
Yeah.
You know,
And
because
that's been us the
People-
past couple of
I
weeks.
know.
With you.
Oh, we got a call
Yeah.
coming. We got a call. Could someone help us? Thank you. Welcome to Funding Fridays. You're in front of 10,000 downloads. I'm your host,
Welcome.
Sal. How are you?
Welcome.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. What a bunch of legends
Happy
I
Friday.
see. Wow.
Who are we talking
Wow.
to, please? I can't turn around.
So my name is Dan Hall,
Okay.
and I am actually, I loved your recommendations about bubble wrapping and marketing. That was awesome. So I am working on a documentary about the social,
Okay.
social, and I'm trying to get it funded.
Okay.
I've been considered the deep throat of social media by
We
many
I want to
people.
explain that.
Oh, yes,
Nice.
please.
Yes.
That's
So-
you got our ears.
We're
I'll-
listening.
I'm going to name drop
Okay.
people.
Please do that.
Grant Cardone, Jay Shetty, Vivek Ramaswamy.
Shetty.
Yeah.
Mm.
Love Vivek.
You. Yeah.
They are all using fake social media indicators, which was outlawed in 2024 by the Federal Trade Commission.
Is this your book?
Daniel
yes,
Hall,
Top
yeah.
100.
Yeah.
Top
Top
100.
100 list of lies on
He's-
social media.
he's holding
Yeah.
it
I love
up.
that.
Hold it up.
Oh.
It says you're the
That's wonderful.
Batman of social media, not the deep
Yeah.
throat.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened? Yes. Did you change Wayne Enterprises?
Yeah. Wait, Enterprise.
So you're
I
gonna
love that.
you're gonna do a
you.
documentary on what?
The social media mafia.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let me I'm going to pitch you the story arc here.
Okay.
And these are people that I've already have lined up as assets for the documentary. The hero in this story is the National Foster Parent Association, the executive director, Arnold Eby. And he, he's been running the National Foster Parent Association for a couple of years now. And I grew up in foster care. And so we're now adoptive parents of 6.
Oh,
So
wow.
I've-
Good for
Wow.
you. That
Yes.
is amazing.
Great.
That's beautiful.
And
Fantastic.
my why is the our future generations.
That's right.
So what the documentary is about? It's kind of a searing expose of how under the social media mafia is tricking humanity into everything that we purchase, every choices that we make
Mhm.
are all driven by what
Katherine.
we see on social media.
Yes.
So the documentary breaks down how it's being done and how the protagonists, the social media platforms, are doing it.
So don't we all know this already with certain movies and documentaries that have been all over Netflix?
But they don't have the data to back it up. They don't have actual digital receipts and saying that, hey, Jay Shetty was in a pod. Vivek Ramaswamy released a post last year on Veterans Day, basically saying, we love our veterans. Yeah, but your post used fake social media, fake reactions, and fake comments to uplift our veterans, which is wrong, and it was against the law.
So I don't understand. So
But
they're
they
buying
don't-
for
these
fake likes? I'm really not understanding where this is
Documentaries
going.
don't have that proof. That's the
Right.
key thing that we have that they don't.
So what do you? I'm
I'm
asking.
sorry, I missed the question.
Yeah. What do you need? Do you need producers? I'm in this space. I'm in the entertainment. I'm sending five films to Cannes this coming year. How can we help you? And what do you need?
I have
Is that okay?
1.6 million.
Okay.
To no one. I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead. I just.
Okay. Yeah. So I already have all the pitch documents. We're getting ready to pitch to Netflix. We're trying to find an agent. The pilot episode is going to cost 1.6 million. That guarantees we have an actor, Darren Archer, who was in House of Cards with Kevin Spacey, lined up. He's an adoptive dad of 5 children, and he is so aligned with the mission of the documentary, and he wants to take on a role of either producer or director. And we have people from creators from around the world that are very well known on the LinkedIn platform that are willing
Oh, we lost you there. Okay.
to, basically, yeah, they're going to advocate and give their reflective comment.
Okay. So what do you need help with?
Yes.
We need help with funding.
Okay.
And we have a pitch document. We've got the decks. I've got the relationships. I'm trying to get the National Foster Parent Association bubble wrapped
Mm-hmm.
to be our fiscal sponsor. So, and I am a first-time founder,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but it's completely different. And, based on the research of the book, and the documentary revolves around the book.
Scott?
Well, I just wanted to, if I don't know if I can go out of the way here, but if you want to send it to Sal and to the panel here, I could send it to my producers and we could look at it and overview it, because we're in that space and we're funding films right now. And also, like I stated earlier, that we are accumulating films for Cannes for this year, from the Governor's Ball to the event last in Hollywood with the American filmmakers. My producers were there and they had lots of meetings, so I could help you with my producers first, and then see what get the feedback, and also we raise money as well. So
Can I ask you a
I could
question?
help. Yeah.
No, that's great. I like.
No.
Well, what are the odds that you're going to have someone on a panel like
Wow.
this who can actually help you? So
Yeah.
take them up on it.
Happy Friday.
But I have a question for you. What
Sure.
has been your worst sticking point?
Your
That's what I would
bottleneck.
like to know, because maybe we can help you with something like that. What is
That-
what is
the-
the thing
the
you're coming
worst-
against?
Absolutely great question.
Yes.
The worst sticking point is I've applied to 7 TEDx talks and been rejected. And nobody wants to hear this side of the story. And the sticking point is humanity just doesn't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that some of the things that they've been doing are against the law, or some of the people that they've brought on their platforms to speak are gaming the system and tricking people into thinking that they're mental health gurus. People just can't believe that.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest sticking point, is getting people to trust what we're saying is true. But I've been at this for almost 6 years now, and
Oh wow.
it's finally two in the last couple of years, and after writing the book, people are finally getting it, and they're saying on social media, this is wrong. So starting to gain momentum. But I just go ahead.
I have experience in this as well. And a lot of actors came to me to talk to me about. I'm doing a blockchain right now for film funding and working on that. And it's complicated, even with really famous sons that are from well-known producers that are reaching out to me in development. But I think it's just to share to the right individuals, and get the feedback and then build off of that. Because the fact that if you're needing funding, and then maybe package that up, and if it's great enough, I'll take it to South by Southwest coming up, or I'll take it to Cannes, and we don't know that yet, but we have to do a deep overview on that for sure.
And another point, sometimes when you're trying to tell somebody to eat an elephant,
Yeah.
they're going to choke on it,
Yeah.
as what you're experiencing. So
Yeah.
I think you've done the right thing. I see your book here, The Top 100 Lies, a list of lies. those are your smaller bites, and use
Yeah.
your book as leverage. You might also want to do small snippets and post them yourself.
Mhm.
You start putting snippets out there and it'll be picked up by
Mhm.
someone, because it's
Sure.
like it's hanging the carrot in front of people before the film actually comes out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I do.
The
you-
hype.
Share.
You got to
Share.
create hype.
Yep.
Hype around.
Yeah,
it.
share for feedback. Share for
Yes.
feedback, so
awesome.
you have more information
Yep.
that you can put down.
You know, I'm looking
And
at your.
Mark-
Yeah, sorry.
No,
Do you have a social media following?
On LinkedIn, I do over 17K, but
Okay.
that's meaningless.
You should.
The most important person that I'm aligned with on LinkedIn is Jason.
Okay. I
Right.
mean, that's
Yeah,
a good
you-
person to know.
Yeah,
right?
you have to get TikTok. You have to TikTok, X, Instagram.
Yeah, you gotta
have
build a
to
following.
really,
You got to go
really
across the
get.
board.
You
This-
got to. Yeah,
This is what I would do.
go
You
big.
have the Owwll app, you have LinkedIn. Post,
Yeah.
and let everybody know that you're posting, and that way we could
Good
all
point.
get in there
Your
and like
content,
and
yeah.
repost to ourselves.
Good point.
So you
Our
need to
community. You need the
increase
community.
community.
Yes.
Good.
Communities get
Good.
you funded.
And
That
we
was very well.
Yes.
We are
very
all
well
part
presented.
of a very good community here at Owwll App.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Well, thank you. We're gonna have to move
luck
on
to
now.
you.
Good
Good luck.
luck.
Yes,
Thank
good
you.
luck.
You know, going back to it, I mean, this guy wrote a book, but I mean, Katherine, you would know he should probably take the Word version of this and chop it into like
I would do
150
that
LinkedIn
exactly.
posts. You
You-
know,
Sure.
I honestly.
This is all AI. I mean, you already have it probably in
Mm-hmm.
a document. You just take little snippets and put
Yeah.
it into your app. You could make little videos out of it. You could do so much with what you have already.
And with agentic
Create-
AI, right? too?
Create the hype with
Yeah.
agentic AI,
Yeah.
with everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the way to do it. That's the way to move it.
Absolutely.
I
That's
had-
how you move things.
I'm like,
Interesting. I didn't even know this actually was a problem out there. Did
I don't
you?
know. I mean, I
Right.
think it is.
I don't-
Social media
I'm not-
is a problem. You know, they're banning it in Australia. If
funny.
you
Everybody's
listen,
trying
funny.
every
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
way to get out there because everybody wants to market themselves. There's
Yeah.
so many products out there that we're being bombarded, and everybody's trying to find a great way to penetrate all of that to say,
Yeah.
here I am, throw money at me, buy my product, and so
Yeah,
on.
it's got to be the right. It's got to be the right product and
Yeah.
in the right manner
Yeah.
for people to really accept it, and then also investment. It's
Yeah.
just like it's got to be. You got to be out of the box. You know, vision all the way.
It's just to me. It's I think I don't know. Do people really want to pay to see a documentary on bad news? I mean, we all know that social media is poisonous.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
will.
dissect it.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to my producer if he sends it
If
to
he's-
you.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
we'll look at it.
Scott, you're amazing. No, I really do
And
appreciate that.
There's also a lot of people out there, actually, a lot of very famous people that are anti social media
Yeah.
too, because it's actually, they can't have a life out there, ruin them. And I would use one of them as a spokesperson. You know, there's plenty of them around that you can use as a spokesperson to help your cause.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
leverage
leverage.
Mhm.
those type of people.
Leverage. Yeah, it's amazing how many founders you find and they have like no content on their profiles or anything.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's almost like what was the fitness craze? Everybody came out with Beachbody, right? Everybody was shameless selling Beachbody. And I'm like, well, what happened? You know, well, you know, why don't you shamelessly plug your own, you know, your own company, right? So that's where it is today. But going back to the conversation we had with choosing the right investors, I mean, you just gotta, you know, oh boy, you know, yeah, a lot of these investor conferences we go to, but you know, Scott, you were right. We had one investor we followed to Oktoberfest in Munich, you know.
Oh, that was interesting.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. You know, I'm a little old for that, but it was fun. I was with my business partner Albert. We were invited to the BlackRock private, you know, family office investor real estate thing that they had there, which was great. I ate a lot of like ham, which is delicious,
And pork knuckle.
and pork knuckle. Yeah, I had the pig knuckle, and then we went to Oktoberfest, and boy, did that!
You love that.
Oh
I
my
bet.
god,
Sal.
it just ran my batteries down. Like it was just woof. But it's fun. But you know, that I met some families who are like 5th generation German Bavarian families, which is great through the networking, right? I mean, we had a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, but you know, that's how you build relationships and networking and everything like that. It's amazing. But I did taste the pig knuckle, as you told me,
Mhm.
Olivia, and it was delicious.
That doesn't sound good to
Oh, it is
That doesn't
delicious.
sound good to me
To
a
either.
vegetarian.
Is it? Yeah. Is it
It's a
along
German
by
thing.
guidelines of nutrition?
It's a German thing, and there's been
Oh.
plenty of vegetarians who had it
Oh.
and couldn't believe how awesome it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
But-
thinking about the cholesterol.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need a
Oh, wow.
Crestor
Oh my
script
God,
after
the
that. Sure.
cholesterol
Yeah.
sandwich.
Yeah, you're gonna need a Crestor script. That's for certain. No, this is really good. I think going into this, I think a lot of people what they neglect to use is like what we were talking about before. Probably why Catherine's so consequential to a lot of these businesses. They are not setting up a beehive or some sort of a Substack or an email.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we use HubSpot, but that's overkill. Nobody needs to do that. It's too expensive, to be honest with you. I like it, but you need to set something up where people are, they can interact. You can interact with your
need a
tribe
landing
because
page.
you're building
Yeah,
a community
yeah,
on this,
right.
and that's the
Yes.
most important part.
That's the most important.
Yeah.
The
I would-
community
And it's
build out.
follow up too. I mean, you have your landing pages and everything, and it's follow up, and you could always do the follow up using automation.
Yeah.
Everything can be done with automation these days.
So-
Easy.
So I would think that if you are a first-time entrepreneur and you're just starting with a business, I wouldn't hesitate and hire somebody who's going to help you be efficient. There's so many different strategies.
Yeah.
In the long run, the little money that you spend on that will help you get a long way because that person that you hire, like Katherine Dietrich,
Mhm.
she can help you increase your community. She will recommend communities for you to, she will build what's called funnels for you that will funnel you into all these different networks worldwide. So if you
Wonderful.
have someone there that you hire to do these things for you, it's going to alleviate your time and effort to not
Uh,
being in front of the computer and being out there talking to people, raising capital, because that's what
yeah,
you
we
need.
Exactly.
we have nice new clients for Catherine right now after I'm listening and
Mhm.
Yeah.
getting into this a little deeper. So because I'm in that space of startup space as well, and the individuals that carry on this CEO role are finding out, hey, they need help. And
Yeah.
they need to hire someone of upper management, which you're suggesting,
Mhm.
to help them, catapult what they're doing. Because
Yes.
they would be in the trenches of raising money for 2 to 5 years
Yeah.
or
Yes.
more.
Exactly.
The elevated technology right now is your space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's my job, is to help companies do the work that it takes time and effort and they don't know about, so that they could concentrate on building their company, getting capital, and everything else. The thing is, there's so many tools out there. As we're speaking, there's new tools coming out right now, and everybody's on overload
Yeah.
and overwhelmed. Like, what do I use? What do I do? Let me worry about that.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
exactly.
so many messaging apps
Yes.
today. Like it's
Oh.
just with the WhatsApp. I mean, I can't tell you how many
Oh.
WhatsApp groups I'm a part of. And oh,
Yeah.
it becomes-
So let's get creative.
what?
I bet you the entrepreneurs out there going, but I don't have the money to hire someone like
Yeah.
Katherine Dietrich. Well, let's get creative. You may not have the money. You might have infusion. You understand that you need some money in the beginning,
Yeah.
right?
Marketing capital.
So
Yes.
before you do anything, to me, that's the most important person you need to hire. Now, how do you hire that person? You can pay that person in different ways. You're thinking, oh, I don't have the cash. Well, you might find someone that will be part of your company and will say, okay, they might take a piece of your company saying, I will be your person here. And sometimes you're not diluting your company or whatever. What you're
Yeah.
doing is
Yeah.
you're not paying out money, but you're giving something else in
Share.
return.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might say,
Some-
okay, if you do this for me, I will do that for you. This happens all the time as a first-time entrepreneur, that you swap this for that. So sometimes it doesn't necessarily take the money, although go directly, take them, like really spend the money on that part, because it's going to save you an enormous amount of time, effort, and money in the long run. So if you don't have the cash in the beginning, get creative on how you can swap services for
equity.
other things that you have.
Some equity, some
Yes.
shares,
Exactly.
other, think out of the box and
Exactly.
work together, or sweat equity for a little while and
Exactly.
then build it. You could do that
Yep.
as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
true.
a service heart. That's why I've been an entrepreneur, because I love to help people. I love to be with people, and it makes me happy, making the other person more productive, making them succeed makes me look good, and I'm happy.
Well, it also
And then
removes the
everybody's
anxiety.
happy. Yeah.
It also removes the anxiety because founders have a
Anxiety.
lot of anxiety. They don't know what they should be doing. They don't want to.
Yeah,
They're afraid to look bad, so they don't have any direction. From a grown up, that knows what's going on here. I've heard it all before.
Yeah, they're in different places. They're different, especially in Silicon Valley. They're all in different places trying to work on the same platforms as I, and being with those type of people and that are writing checks in different ways and not concentrating on what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jeff Bezos only owns 12% of Amazon.
Yes. And then our world, and our investment banking world, where Sal and I originated, changed dramatically. I mean, that's and we're getting into what Katherine is doing and Dr. Libia Scheller is doing, and what these innovative, disruptive technologies that's where I concentrate on and make a difference and making a difference in the world. So I'm really happy about.
We love all of that. That is
Yes,
just,
we do.
That
Yes.
is just amazing. No, that is
We just all love being entrepreneurs.
most of the
As
time. Most of the time, yeah.
Anxiety driven, it makes you go out of your comfort zone.
Lonely.
Yeah.
It's a lonely world.
Look, it's tough, being an entrepreneur, it's like, it's a tough world.
Yeah.
And you must love it. Like if you're the type of person that cannot wait to get up in the morning to do what you're doing, that's a good CEO.
You have to love on people too. You have to build the relationship and go from the heart and be
Oh,
genuine.
And
I
here's,
mean,
exactly.
I'm writing a book on that.
Are you really?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Wow.
because,
Okay.
I was directed by one of my writers to write a book on relationships because they wanted to know how I perceive that. I'm very lucky, very grateful that I'm very lucky to be in the circles that I am, and also be with you, all of you. It's been a short time. We connected, and it goes deeper, heartfelt, genuine, grateful, and to present the value that we're all working on initiatives together, where I'm able to help Sal and Libia and Katherine with all the resources I have as well to grow a relationship with that. We are definitely going to be have partnerships together, and I think that's what you need to go out and really validate yourself in a more truthful way when you're dealing with anything that you're doing in our space or
we got another call coming.
People want to do business with friends, people they trust,
people they like.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, we got someone coming on. Hello and welcome to the Owwll App Funding Fridays. How are you today?
Welcome.
Always
Hey,
local,
Salvatore.
local, Boynton Beach.
Boynton Beach.
We're neighbors.
What's your name? I can't turn around.
Hello.
Nicholas?
Hello, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
his name?
there you are. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Oh, pardon me. My name is Nick Joyce. I own Presidential Advertising. I'm an LED mobile billboard business.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
LED billboard.
I see those on the boats on the Miami River.
Oh yeah, yes, exactly.
I think the boats are a little out of my league. I don't think I want to deal with salt and LED connections.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, holidays
stick to the
are
dock.
coming up.
The Christmas parade, right?
Yeah, the Christmas parade's tonight in Hollywood, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, the Christmas boat parade.
Oh, and tomorrow.
Yeah, no, we do
Tomorrow,
wonderful during the
actually.
holidays. We can play football games. We can play video games on there. You play Call of Duty on there if you want to have a crazy block party.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So
We do.
That would be
Yeah,
good.
we do funerals.
Sounds fun.
We'll be part of the procession.
So tell us a little bit about.
yeah, funerals.
I don't like that.
Oh, wow.
No, don't like that. That reminds me
Tell
of.
us a little bit about your
Wow.
company.
Essentially, we're the blank canvas, and what the consumer wants, we paint for them. So if we need to be there for the loved ones in procession, for the wake, playing the music, playing their videos and pictures, we'll do that. We need to pivot and change point to be at the center of a party, we're there. So the canvas is quite open to just about any input.
So people, how do they find you? What is like the life cycle of your customer?
Yeah, what's your model? What's your business
Yeah,
model?
what's your business model?
I'd be kidding you if it was the most professional business model. I think that mostly, see, these are not franchises. What you do is how you sell them and how you piece them together is through monthly contracts, weekly contracts, and hourly contracts. So business is kind of a revolving door. And so I would like to get something a little bit more tangible, but those accounts are held by the largest media companies, and those media companies in turn will book us out. So they act in part as a broker society, and then they reach out to us and book us. Now,
Who are
we
your
do lose
competitors?
Yeah, right.
there are about 38 of us in the country that do this.
And that's what you got to look at.
Yeah, the 38 do pretty well. I own 2 trucks, and then I broker out between 170 trucks.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So we do build trucks for other companies. So I've built 2 of them are in Vegas. I've got 5 in New York. I think we built one here for Miami. We've got one that we built in Tampa. So we have consumers on both ends from start to finish.
Great. So what can we help you with?
I'm not gonna lie. I called just for the person to make sure I was staying busy. I was unexpectedly in this group, so I'm happy to be here.
Great.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Give us an example of a funeral you've done.
Yes. So,
Is it happiness?
so I'm not the clown. I'm just the canvas. I've heard of clowns going to funerals, but no, what it is like I said, we can play the revolving pieces of their pictures and lives. A warm message from the family.
But is this like down the road during a funeral procession, or is this like in the backyard, or what? Where do you set up your truck?
So typically, there's 3 parts to a funeral, right? You've got the service, you've got the procession, and then you've got the internment / wake. So we're there as soon as everybody steps out the door. So I don't know the last time you've been to a funeral, but it's not quick.
Don't go to
everybody's
weddings, but
yeah,
love weddings, love happiness.
Yeah, love
funerals.
In weddings, they run to the car. They're like, I got to get out of here. But in funerals is not the same. So it's a very slow process. So usually we book out for around 5 hours. We're there for about $750 for the day.
Okay.
So what's the biggest problem you have right now in your business?
Gatekeepers, reaching the business owners effectively that need me. I found a unique approach by going on LinkedIn and some of the hiring websites. And when they look for media market managers, like social media and whatnot, I'll go to those businesses as an interviewee and say, listen, I've got a team. So I partner with a videographer, I partner with a few others, and I do the advertising myself. And so I offer them as a service that way. And they interview me going, wait, we're looking for one person. I said, you should be hiring a team. And when that doesn't quite go as planned, I walk them out with the truck. I bring the truck to the interview. And that's when I usually garner most of the business, and those that I sell as a videography package. And we do quite well with that.
One guy sold a car one way by driving it on the guy's front lawn, saying you need to buy this car, and he bought the car. So I've
show and tell.
Show and tell, yeah. I would all these what is it like? What do they have? Auto Week, and you're in Boynton Beach, right? So you have like Auto Week coming up in February.
A lot of festivals.
A lot of festivals. I would
in
just sit out there with your truck and just advertise.
Do you have videos or marketing you could send out? How about a video? Do you have that?
I do. Yeah, no,
I'd get that out. Get it out to showcase what you have.
No, we do a lot of
get some attraction. If you
what you mean, like SEO, paid advertisements?
No, just get it out on social media or on YouTube, or and make it aware of what you're doing, or how you want to scale and grow, and what you're accepting.
Yeah, that's a good point. We do that.
Put it on
fairly...
YouTube if you because it's something that people want to see live, right? Like it has to be
correct.
A live presentation, but just do a live YouTube every time you go to a function. post it.
Yeah.
Have your own YouTube channel on this. You're constantly going out there. You need to videotape it and
Good
show
point.
what it's about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And have
No,
that
we're
links,
good at
have
that
that
so
links
far.
with all your other platforms as well.
So I'm still trying to understand really what your biggest sticking point is
Yeah.
in your business, because it sounds like you have all the other pieces. You're good,
Yeah.
but if there's anything that this panel can help you with, what would it be? If you want some
Oh.
suggestions.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, the networking is great. I've done the networking. I've done the videos and promotions and whatnot, and I've really reached out to folks that have a louder voice than I do, and they go, look at this, look how we use this.
Mhm.
And thankfully, I've been blessed with some of those social media stars that can do that for me. We are trying other avenues, of course, for that marketing piece to get that attention. But I think my biggest hurdle is finding those connections in those larger companies. I'm just a small company,
Yeah,
so
but you have a
I
lot of people
I
in
feel
this area. You have a
yeah,
lot of
no,
people. And now
Yeah.
let me just give you an example. Because
please.
for me, you don't want to piecemeal it. If you're going to make a cookie, you want to have a cookie that a lot of people are going to eat. For instance, the soccer team is here, right?
Yeah.
It's huge in this world. And I
Oh,
know that those
they
other
just won.
companies, all those other
Yep.
companies that you're talking about are probably not in that same backyard. So I would leverage what's happening around here. F1, I mean, the soccer group, the whole,
Yeah.
if
Art
you partner
Basel.
with them, Art
I mean, that
Basel,
just
Art
my
Basel, you would,
God.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
did anything with them, but these are the
Yeah, we did. We
biggest-
actually,
There
I
you
met
go.
The big
Mhm.
I met the
events.
You did.
right. I met the CEO of Trump Vodka at the
Mhm.
Meisner Park party, I believe last week.
Right.
And that was for NobleCon, and that was tremendous. So I got the whole weekend I was booked out,
Mhm.
So
and
the
then I had
visibility is
another artist that booked me out as well. So we had a $4,000 weekend, thankfully.
Wow.
for Art Basel.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
exactly. And the soccer stadium is coming. It's being built.
Yes.
You have a huge opportunity there to get in there before anybody else does.
What we try to do is we try to be with restaurants, and we sell the back screen for small
There you
businesses
go.
to advertise on.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yep. Very good. Very good.
Nice. I like
Great.
So we try all avenues. I don't rest in that aspect.
That's what you have
That's
to
good.
do.
You have to. You have
Yes,
to see what works and
absolutely.
be more creative and
Mhm.
see what's going
Yes.
on here in Florida and go with it.
Yeah.
You
Push
know,
it out.
Art
Push
Basel
it.
was
Yeah,
a big
please
thing.
check
What's
me
it?
out on Presidential LED Trucks for Instagram. You'll see a lot of my work. It's Presidential LED Trucks.
Yeah,
I
and,
love it.
and you also have a community here at Owwll App. I mean, you have
Yeah.
so many great people that are on there too.
Especially a
Yeah,
lot of
you've
people who are
probably seen me on
marketeers.
Jason's
Yeah.
channel.
All the marketeers that are on the app as well would use your
Yeah.
services.
Yeah.
The call is about to end. I just wanted to thank
Yes.
you guys.
Thank
Thank
you so much
you.
for
Thank
sharing
you.
yourself
Thank
and good
you.
luck to you.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty
Cool.
popular option. I still don't get the funeral thing.
No, I
but, yeah,
don't. No, the funeral thing. I'm not too keen
think
on the
it's-
funeral thing. No.
I think the point is that his technology can be used in so many different ways.
Right.
It's anything.
And that's
Yeah.
a
Like he
really
said,
good thing.
Anything.
Mhm.
Sweet 16 parties, anything.
Mhm. Okay.
Sweet 16. What are quinceanera? What do they call
Yeah,
it?
quinceañera.
Quinceañera.
Yes.
Yes.
I
quinceañera.
love it.
Mhm.
He's a
think you-
guy.
I think you should do an
Yes.
advertisement for Owl for free.
Yeah, I think so
You want
too.
you want to get some notoriety? There
That
you
would
go.
be
Park the truck
amazing.
out front.
There you go.
Park the truck out
Definitely.
front. One of those
Yes.
clubs.
It really is a great platform. I love it. Good quality people.
Good quality. Yeah, everybody who wants
Yeah.
to pick my brain, I'm like, just have Esteban send them
Mhm.
the owl link.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah,
the way it is. Scott, that's amazing that you have such connections in the movie business. I didn't know that, but
Yeah, I didn't know
that's
that
pretty
either.
impressive. I mean, you have your hands in everything.
We're going to con with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Oh yes.
Yo,
Well,
that'd be
okay,
awesome.
that
Yeah.
would be great.
Yeah, I was a child actor actually. I don't.
We're-
Were you?
Yeah,
I think all of
yeah.
us were.
long-
We were always
yeah,
acting when we were kids.
I was a
Yeah.
best actress
Really?
ever.
What were
yeah,
you doing?
child actor
You were-
growing up.
What did you?
I just dabbled in it, but it didn't go that way, right?
No.
Actually, no.
There he is with us.
Okay,
Yeah, here he is with
yeah,
us.
okay.
Look at you. You're on
but
television now.
the connections and the relationships I have
Yeah.
or have built up in the last year. When I saw the producers last year,
Yeah.
when I was in Arizona
Mhm.
for another NFL event
Okay.
because they want to be into my wellness, my longevity.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that, and I reconnected with the Capone family.
Oh wow.
Very connected to me. Very
Wow.
connected to Mariano and Sicilian.
Yeah. I know where
It's
this is
the
going. That's a
Sicilian
Sicilian. I know.
So this is going to
I
be really
know.
fun. So the connection of the deep heart came. He says, Scott, this is what he got going on. Oh, where are you going? And he was going to LA. I said, Beverly Hills. And now you got me on a roll here. I go, I'm going to connect you with all the young actors and all the producers that are upcoming in LA. And he went and saw everybody. And now we have these movies and these offers and these investors that want to come in
Mhm.
for the films.
Yeah.
Great.
Amazing.
So
See?
yeah, it just
Amazing
happened.
the
I'm just like, I
connection.
just pushed it to him because he's a producer and he's in the space. I go, you know what? You should have told me last year because I have this many films that I need help with because I couldn't. I needed a resource
Yeah.
to help me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Networking.
Well, because they're having a difficult time funding movies, even well-known people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
I know.
difficult.
I
The
can-
movie industry
and
is
I'm not
really
going to
hurting.
drop any names, but
Yes.
I mean anybody that's doing anything on Prime or anything of that nature.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then I might be on Tulsa King, so I'm excited about that.
Wow.
Really?
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I'm
Wow.
working on that. The producers are working on that for me because why?
And what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
I'm
you're gonna wear a
gonna be
cowboy
an
hat?
Italian mafia.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What else? Okay.
So think about it.
Can I come out as the
No.
Colombian mafia?
Yes. Oh, you know what?
I got Colombian, Italian.
In
We got
fact, we're having a little fun here. You know what? I think we're all going to be on there.
I would love to.
we have the
I'll be
Italian
the
and the
mafia guy.
Colombian
Oh,
mafia.
Oh yeah. That'll be great. We just need illicit drugs, right?
I'm
Yeah.
sure it's
No.
gonna be
On that
fun.
show, right?
To
We
make,
can-
a,
I'm
to
gonna
make a
plant-
point here,
I'm-
look how far we've come
I'm going to plant the
As-
seed.
as
Yeah.
entrepreneurs.
Fun.
Yeah, I like it.
The mob aside, and the Italian mob, Colombian mob, all that. All of us are children of families from back then, but we've become entrepreneurs and good
Mhm.
entrepreneurs
Oh, yeah.
who move the
Okay.
ball in this country
Wow.
and globally.
Yeah.
And
I
it
mean,
is through entrepreneurship out there and people helping each other that this first generation of people who have come here, whether you were born here or not,
Mhm.
my sister and I were not born here. And so, well, I don't know if you guys were born in
No,
this country,
I was.
but there's
I
people
was- yes,
who
I
were
was,
born
yeah.
elsewhere and came here, and then people
Right.
who were born here first generation
Yes.
and made something of themselves. Our forefathers, our parents
Exactly.
did so much to get us here. And
Absolutely.
I'm sure your
Yes.
Italian
Oh,
family
yeah.
did
yes,
too.
yes.
I know that
Oh,
my Colombian, what
I
they
have
did
stories,
to get us here and to
stories.
educate us. And this is why we don't owe them a lot, but we do. They got us here.
Mhm.
And what we do with that gift of coming to America, the United States, and making something of ourselves by educating ourselves, and then now giving back to the community by coming up with great ideas to push humanity forward. And that's what I love about entrepreneurs who are trying to do things like, wow, I have a new concept for this, a new concept for that. And that's why I love
Yes,
disruptive
yes.
technology.
Right.
If you
Yes.
have a disruptive technology in the area of longevity medicine
Mhm.
or that is all biotech, is all
Mhm.
like
Sure.
all these areas. I'm very interested in trying to help push that through. And I know all of you as well.
Absolutely.
So, entrepreneurs, kudos to you that you dialed in and you're listening to this because we're here for you. We're here to help you in any way. Ask us questions, and look, you have a free
Yeah.
group of
Exactly.
people here. Now we drive here an hour and a half to be here for you.
Mhm.
So please, if
And
you're
back.
listening,
I had
dial
I
in,
had a
talk-
chauffeur.
all of us had
All of
chauffeurs.
us chauffeurs.
We're not going to drive in the Miami.
No.
Hopefully,
Well,
hopefully they'll
but-
pick us up. I have SUV outside, so
but just to let you know, our commitment to all of you.
I appreciate that very much. Scott,
yeah.
what is your view on the movie industry right now with the merger going on? Like, what can you explain that to
yeah.
us in simple terms? It doesn't sound good.
No, I don't. I can't really comment on that because I wish that question was yesterday so I could call the producers.
Okay.
Okay, where are we at? I just know there's just how would you explain it? Just that not enough capital is coming for the films, and so there are architects that are working on a blockchain right now that I've been working on a couple of years with some
Mhm.
famous individuals, and they have a problem too. With they could just go to their resources
Yeah.
to get capitalized, and these films that they have, or the documentaries that they want to release, or and there's a blockage somehow, and I'm not sure.
Can I
if
ask you what the
that's
blockage
going
is?
to
Yeah.
answer your question, but I would like to have had that question
Okay.
prior, but so I can answer
Mhm.
it in a more educational way, in a research way.
Mhm.
Can I ask you a
Go ahead.
question?
Go ahead.
Because this deals with what is the problem here? Why are people not investing in movies? Like for me, I'll tell you what my reasoning is, and I could be off, but I want to know your opinion. In the movie industry, as you know, AI has come along, and you can make movies and you don't need to pay the actors. You don't have to pay all, you have avatars, you have all this technology here now and
Yeah.
coming up.
Crazy.
And so the question is like, why are people not investing in movies? And my thought is there's so much innovation going in now
Yeah, technology, innovation, and AI, and
Yeah.
putting things together, and
that people are
tricking-
unaware.
We're being tricked as well.
Yeah.
I have a couple security applications that can look into any medallion signatures of banks.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
working on that project.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, number 2, I'm working on to identify AI, if it's real or not.
Exactly.
I have that
Exactly.
technology that I'm working with a couple CEOs on that. That's in my portfolio as well. And
Wow.
Yeah.
so
But my question
what-
is though,
I-
online in a movie, right? If you're going to
Right.
invest in a movie,
Yes.
you're going to need X amount of money because you got to pay the actors, you got to pay this, you got to
absolutely
pay that, and
gotta
so on.
pay all your
You know how much money is going
sets.
into actually, they're not even just avatars, they don't care. They whatever. Not copying some of the big movie stars out there, but even comics.
Yeah.
Comic books
Oh,
and so
yeah,
on are
that's big
become
things
online.
made.
And the
Cartoons are big.
technology
Yeah.
is
anime,
incredible.
whatever,
Right.
is big with the
Very
with the
big. So
teenagers right now.
if we're going to invest, right, I would be confused to invest in a movie because I'm like, are you using the old technology?
Yeah.
Are you using new technology? Something that's going to revolutionize the movie industry? Like, what is it? So I would much rather invest in a technology that's going to revolutionize
Right.
the movie industry
Yes.
rather than invest
Investing
in
in
a movie.
Yes.
As
Right.
an investor, the return on investment is very high risk.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Absolutely.
Did
No,
you
I
hear
agree.
the newest,
I agree with that.
The newest thing is there was a new #1 hit. It's country hit that
Oh,
was
yeah.
all done and written in
Christmas hit.
AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Christmas.
#1 hit.
But also too,
I mean, it's
Exactly.
gone crazy.
I gather. I mean, I didn't know if I was going to stumble into it or not. It just kind of happened, and I go, "Wait a minute! I have this, and this, to represent, but I have the person to do it." Like now, you tell me,
Yeah.
what, if they're really working on the film or these certain cartoons that they want to characterize, or I just have those people.
Yeah.
So I just give it to them. But I like what you're telling me. I like that technology,
Oh,
or what's going to be the next advancement in making. But they're using their iPhones
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're breaking down music videos. They're making
Everything.
using drones to do all these applications of entertainment
Yeah.
right now.
You
Mm-hmm.
should see what some of the apps in AI. It is crazy what they can do right now. Leonardo AI, some of the platforms is insane what it could do right now. It's realistic and everything's done through AI. The models, everything.
Yeah.
I could do a movie in less than an hour
Yeah.
on AI.
So,
Yeah,
right
so,
now.
so entrepreneurs out there, let me share a secret with you. It took me X amount of years to get to this point to be in 3 places at one time in 2024. I thought, oh yeah, Libya is all over the place. I was in 3 places at one time. How was I able to do that? I videotaped an avatar of me giving the presentation in 2 different places. I did one live and the other 2 were done simultaneously around the world at the same time. And I staggered it so that I can then join for the Q&A.
Mm.
And nobody knew, nobody even suspected that that wasn't truly me live.
It's just truly you live now.
This is truly me
Okay.
live now.
This is our-
But what I'm
Really? Let me
saying
see.
is that
Yes, yes, it is
So,
true
what
fact.
I'm saying
yes.
is as an entrepreneur, these are the technologies that
Oh, yeah.
Catherine's using
No, all right,
Yeah.
yes.
for me to be able to be in 3 places at one time and
Yeah.
never thought it was possible. It's possible
It
now.
Well, we're
That's-
showcasing
that's true.
showcasing some really talented people here. So
Mhm.
we have to to my right. So I would use that expression and that education right
Yesterday,
right now, and
somebody
get
asked
on the
me,
phone and give us a call.
Give us
Yeah.
a call.
Yeah, we're going to help
Yesterday,
you
somebody-
advance. We're going to help you scale.
Yep.
We're going to help you grow. So that's what you need to do right now.
Yes, I was actually on a call yesterday on the Owwll app, and with a very lovely lady. She was absolutely wonderful, and we spoke for a while because we enjoyed our conversation. But initially, she asked me if I was a robot, and she goes, "How do I know that I'm not talking to a robot?" Because I must have, I don't know why she thought I was a robot. And she
Yeah.
goes, "Well, robots can laugh. Robots can do all that. They make them so real and so personalized now that." She thought I was a robot when she first talked to me. See?
No, I like that.
And this is a problem, or not a problem. Like for me, I like to be in 3 places at one time, sometimes when it's important, right?
Yes.
To
that's
drive a
true.
message.
Yes.
There's people that are going to use these technologies in a good way to propel mankind forward. And there's people that are going to use it for bad, just like everything.
Yes.
AI, everybody's afraid, oh, AI. However, if you're an entrepreneur, you can save so much time and effort,
Mhm.
and it will help you.
Mhm.
However, there's those people that are not going to use it in a good way. This is why, those people working in the area of cybersecurity, kudos
I
to
know.
you.
Yeah.
I
I
have some
know.
really good friends who are in
Yes.
that area
Mhm.
because we all need it. We don't know what's secure, what's
Yeah.
not secure, and AI is going to help us with that on
Right.
top of it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No.
do suggest that every company has cybersecurity.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And
I
you
mean,
have
that's-
to have the technology to, or the representation to know the difference. Because
Mhm.
I'm tricked sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm on there and go, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I mean, especially on Facebook. Not on Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah,
Facebook.
Instagram,
they
or
say that-
TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute, is that
They're
real?
saying that more than 80% of things that are on social media are AI generated.
It's just gonna get
It's
worse.
getting,
Yeah.
and it's exploding.
And you have to,
Elon Musk said that we're in an AI tsunami.
right?
next
It's
year.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You know,
all.
the crazy
yeah.
thing about it, that was like 5 years ago. We all know that when COVID happened, everybody went into their garage and started like, you know what? I'm at home. Why am I going to work every day? And you entrepreneurs out there started thinking, maybe I can come up with something myself. And we started getting creative during
Creative.
COVID.
Oh,
So
yeah.
COVID had its
Oh, yeah.
pluses.
Oh, yeah,
We
that was happening.
incubated, and I was one of them. I'm an
Wow.
immuno-oncologist by training, and I said,
Yes.
am I curing anyone? And I realized cancer is 90% curable. 90.
Let's do that.
Think about that
That's
for
what
a
we're
second.
gonna do.
So
We're
if it's
gonna-
90% curable, why are we making therapeutics out there for cancer? Those are for stage 4. AI will ensure, and the tests are out there now, that they can detect cancer at stage 1.
Wow.
The bottleneck is our health system in the United States is less than desirable. And many of my friends who are great entrepreneurs, they put out great products at the wrong time.
Yeah.
They were too far in advance.
Yes, right.
So
right.
this is another thing I want to say. If you're an entrepreneur out there listening to this, is that timing is everything. If you come out with an innovation, you have to look at the future and what's happening around the world economically to know that when your product gets out, right, that it's going to be utilized properly, and that people like the FDA and so on are not going to be your biggest obstacle.
Mhm.
Many companies great ideas are falling through the wayside because you did not time it appropriately. When your product gets out, all the pieces economically in the world need to be somewhat in place, or else your product
Yes.
will not survive.
Yeah.
Correct.
Absolutely. You got to
Good
catch that
point.
wave. You got to
Yes.
catch that. All you.
Be a good
Oh,
surfer in life.
That's right. All you surfers like me.
Or
You got to
Libya.
catch that. You got to catch that wave.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
the
and then
wave.
that way ride it
Mhm.
all the way.
Oh man, we have time for one more call. one more call while we're talking about surfing. You're a windsurfer, right? You haven't done it in a
Yes, I
while?
was on the U.S. windsurfing team. And
Jeez.
talk about
Wow.
grit.
know.
That's where I
Whoa,
learned a lot
whoa.
of grit.
I knew a guy who
That's-
died. I used to work with
I know.
windsurfing
That's
out in
why she's-
Southampton.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's why she's so strong.
I know.
She has good muscles. You know, they're
I-
very nice muscles.
I love being under the ocean. That's my passion.
Yes.
I like to
snorkeling.
swim
I
with
like
fish.
snorkeling. No,
Scuba
that's
diving.
scuba diving too.
Anything
Yeah.
Yeah,
water.
that is fun.
Under
We're
the water.
Floridians now.
That is
we
really
love
fun.
the water.
Yeah, we
Well,
do love it.
yep.
We love it. We're coming up
Yes.
at the end right now. We have 3 minutes left.
Let's talk about take homes.
Yeah, let's talk about take homes. So
Summary.
let's talk about summaries here. I think everybody needs to have some sort of a social media campaign or at least an email so that they can email their following, right? We have another call coming.
Sandra. Hello.
Alessandra.
Welcome to Funding Fridays.
Welcome.
Singer-songwriter.
Happy Friday.
In front of a live studio
Hi.
audience. How are you?
Okay.
Wonderful.
So you heard of that new song, right? The AI generated
Ugh.
#1 hit. Crazy.
I mean, it's
huh?
horrible, but yeah.
Crazy.
So you're a singer. Can you sing us what you
I
do?
know.
Ooh, I'm actually in Nashville right now, working on my
Ah.
album.
Country
So
music. Love it.
I actually don't do country music though.
Oh,
Ah.
Or like,
That's okay.
yeah, like indie folk kind of stuff. But
beautiful.
this is the land of music, the best spot
Absolutely.
for everything.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but I was actually calling because, well, I'm here for music, but I also am part owner of the Owwll App.
Oh, wow.
and-
Hey,
Some
all
Some
right.
of you guys
Okay.
know me, some of you don't.
How we doing?
How are we doing?
Eh,
Am I fired?
And I mean, I think you're doing great. And I wanted to actually check in because I've been researching just different events and things here while I'm in Nashville related to Owwll. And there's an investors event tonight
Mhm.
that I was going to go to. But it is a little intimidating to me sometimes. I love Owwll and I know why it's amazing. But in terms of explaining to investors, you only have a quick, short little time to explain
Edify
it
it.
when it
Yes.
comes to the numbers and what they want to know. Basically, I wanted to ask you guys, like, what types of questions should I be prepared for before I go to this event so I can look like
Yeah, your elevator pitch is
Yes.
very important. And
Yes.
one of the things is this: there's so many platforms online. You
Mhm.
know that. The
How-
question is, in that elevator pitch, you need to tell them why this is different
Exactly.
than others. That's what
Set
people.
yourself apart from others.
Yes, and that
Yes.
for me would be
Yeah.
the most important. Just say, and so just to let you know, this is the way I start my pitch. What if? And you lead.
Mm,
Albert Einstein said, the greatest ideas are often met with severe pessimism, and it takes your communication
Mhm.
with the other party, the other person or people,
mhm,
to come up with an agreement so that both sides win. So,
mhm.
so what I'm saying to you is you have a set time to tell people, what is it you're doing? You're like, what if the world looked like this?
Mhm. That's a good, yeah.
Let me give you an
that's-
example.
yeah.
What if in
Wow.
what is the holy grail of longevity medicine?
Right.
Put your hands out. Like if the universe were to drop it in your hand, what would it look like? What if?
Mhm.
And for me, it's what is the gene to aging or a
Mm.
gene to aging? And
Regeneration.
then you have somebody's ear. So
Mhm.
start with that. What
Okay.
if your life looked like this?
Curiosity.
Yeah.
So you lead them to the aha.
And then run it
Mhm.
through
Yeah.
Chat GPT to clean it up,
Yes.
and then memorize it.
Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. And in terms of like, I feel like the pitch I'm more comfortable with, it's like when they ask about the numbers and certain terms that I'm like,
You have to know your
Um,
numbers.
so like just in terms of numbers, like what kinds of numbers are
Well,
they
you've had
asking for?
10,000 downloads, right? You're going to get this from Jason. How many people are
Yes.
active on a daily basis?
Yep.
That's the type of stuff they're going to ask you about. Revenue and monetization. I don't.
Mhm.
You might want to defer that to Jason.
Yep.
But
Okay.
know all the numbers as far as the user stats.
Scale. You
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
scale, grow.
The other,
Yeah,
the
how
other
fast are they growing? I mean, we just hit 10,000 here. Congratulations. So that's a
Awesome.
good number.
The other thing I would edify is this: when you look on the Owwll app, the plethora of diversity of people's background on what they do as an entrepreneur is so vast that if you just get numbers on, we have X amount of doctors in the area of
Yep.
oncology, we have X amount of NFL players, we have,
That's
so
helpful.
find
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
biggest names on the Owwll app and edify them.
Okay.
You're welcome to do me if you want. You know, I mean,
Thank
Sal,
you.
everybody on here is just like, these are
Yeah.
the leading people here in
Mhm.
this arena. And so for me, what if, and that you actually have these kind of people in your community, these kind of
Mhm.
people in your community working with
Mhm.
you, edifying you, and so on. So you can get a nice numbers like that is edify the people,
Yeah.
the best people on the platform.
Yeah, get your statistics.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's super helpful. I haven't heard that one before, so thank you.
I'm curious. Are you going to Chris Sposs or Wendy Sterling's event in Nashville? Because I know them very well.
Honestly, I don't even. I haven't even fully signed up for it yet. I just peeked
Okay.
at it yesterday. It's
Okay.
through this. It's through an entrepreneurship center. It's like the Entrepreneur Center of Nashville, something
Oh,
like that.
cool. Yeah.
Because I was just, as I was here, we're also always looking to partner with groups. So
Mhm.
I am like, any group that I find that's into networking or entrepreneurship, I just find ways to approach them and see if they want to, put their group on the app, because we love
Okay.
to, rather than getting one-to-one downloads, it's way more helpful to get,
Absolutely.
one
Yeah,
to
yeah.
many.
Sure.
So I'm
Mm.
going after bigger groups now instead of just like meeting a random person and telling them to download Owwll.
Yeah.
People
So
also want to know the success rate, like
Yeah.
when you started and how many you have at this current time.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's growing so rapidly right now,
Mhm.
and just you have testimonials on this.
Yes. Yep,
Mhm.
we do. We have
Real life
testimonial
testimonials.
Mm-hmm. All just on our Instagram. I can pull them up
Pull that,
easily.
yeah.
So can I ask you a question? Like,
Yes.
you have certain strengths. You know, you're, singer songwriter, and you happen to be in Nashville.
Yeah.
Why not get that group to join?
Yeah.
The
Oh, I'm
Owl.
working on it. I
Yeah.
just went to, there's a whole organization. So my dream was always to get music people on here, but in Florida I didn't have success doing that. But now that I'm here, I just went to a whole group that's a music collective for
Exactly.
musicians, where it connects them to producers and
Mhm.
marketing
Yeah.
people and all this. So I'm going to try to, I'm working on partnering with them to get them
Sure.
on the app. And a lot of them, they have celebrity names in their group. So
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm making
Yeah.
it happen one day.
Yeah.
At a time,
Networking.
but
They tell
Yeah.
their friends, and
Sure.
then they tell their
Dominoes. I
friends.
look at domino
Exactly.
effect
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah, but
Exactly.
that would be my dream, like
Yes.
as a
Yep.
musician, to I'm like, how can I bring my passion into Owwll?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Well, just your
merge
energy.
the two worlds.
Yeah, but just your energy, and if it's your passion and you love it, you're going to convey that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So
know-
and just as someone that's personally struggled with, like, I know this is a problem in the industry of, as a singer songwriter, how do you find people that aren't scammers, that are actually reliable?
Mhm.
'Cause there's
That's a good
so
point.
much
Yeah.
shady
I was
stuff
just
going
about
on
to
in the
say.
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
That people have tried to scam me so many times, and to be able to actually like speak to someone on the phone and get the energy from them is, feel out their energy, and it's just so helpful.
Very helpful.
You could also say, look, there's some people who are getting started in the music industry.
Mhm.
You can
Yep.
actually segment it, and the big famous ones, okay, they're good. However, this
Yep.
app is more and more helpful to those people just starting in the area. And you can say, oh, you were on a podcast and you knew that there was a Buscemi on there,
Yeah.
Salvatore
Mhm,
Buscemi,
mhm.
or there was a Katherine Dietrich, or, a Scott Mariano on there, and look them
Yeah.
up. They can help you with X, Y, and Z.
Mhm.
You see, you want to get
Yeah.
started. Catherine, you can edify Katherine Dietrich. She's on the profile,
Mm-hmm.
and then she'll get
Mhm.
numbers and things like that. That here's people who want to help, get those people out there and their names out there
Yeah.
using AI.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's
don't be
another
afraid.
point that will
AI
help
is
people to get on
huge.
the platform.
Yes.
Is that if they're beginners,
Mhm.
right, in the very
Yes.
beginning, like you want mentors, here they
Mhm.
are.
Yes, definitely. And that was my first. I didn't, to be honest, I was a full-time musician,
Mhm.
started working at Owwll, didn't really know what I was getting into or what the software was. I just said, cool, this is a part-time job. I'll take it. And but my first call was to a Grammy winner on the app asking how to get my music on the radio. And I was
Love
like,
it.
I've never had access to a Grammy winner before. So
Yep.
Wow.
it was like,
Yeah.
I saw the power of it instantly.
Yeah.
It is
So-
powerful.
You might also, another way to get a broader group of people is you can do a video using AI. And again,
Yeah.
Catherine probably can help you, like even using Notebook. Actually do a videotape with that person who's the president of the music X, Y, and Z.
Mhm.
And do a little
Ooh.
snip
Yeah.
clip on there and post it on not only LinkedIn, but also on YouTube.
Ooh.
And then you'll
super
get
cute.
so many hits because you're like, if anybody wants to know more, download the Owwll app. And so with that person, you edify the Owwll app, and then you'll have instant community because you're getting the person at the top who's the president, CEO of that organization, and then they open it to the rest of their organization. Remember, one cookie shouldn't be for one person, it should be
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I
That's
love
an
it.
excellent point.
It's wonderful. Well, we appreciate it. We're running out of time
good
here.
luck to
Good
you.
luck
Thank
tonight.
you.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck tonight. We'll show you'll do really well. So this has been a great session today. Scott, thank you for joining us.
Thank you
Catherine,
very much.
thank
Yes,
you.
Oh my gosh.
Dietrich,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
This was absolutely
We got
wonderful.
more. We got one more.
Yes,
Oh, worse when you say the end.
yes. We'll take you. We'll take you.
Come on.
Yeah, let's
All
take
right.
it.
Gabriella.
Yes.
Gabriella.
Wow.
I love that name.
Gabriella, welcome
How are
to
you?
Funding
Brand
Fridays.
manager from Boca.
Can you hear us?
How can we help you?
I don't think we hear. I don't hear anything.
Hi, is this Salvatore?
Oh, yes, it is. Who's this?
Oh, Gabriella.
Hi, this is Gabriella. How
Hi,
are you?
Gabriella.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Friday.
Thank you so much for your time. I know I'm catching you at the tail end. I appreciate it.
Great. What can we do for you today?
I just wanted to call in because I own a company called the South Florida Social Singles, and I've had it for 2 years. And so I host single mixers in South Florida, but I'm expanding nationwide next year.
Wonderful.
And
That's great.
yeah, and so for me,
Yes. It's going.
It's going in and out. Yeah.
Yes. Trying to
Are
follow.
you on
this.
blue? Can you get off the Bluetooth, please?
hold on, let me see
Yeah.
if
But it's interesting what she's talking about.
What is
in
she-
the meantime, because it's it's kind of a dating app of some sort, right?
A
And
dating
she's
app in
just
South
taking-
Florida.
And
Florida.
she's taking it
Singles.
nationwide,
I
though.
seriously have
Yeah.
opinions
wait,
about
can
this.
you
So I'm
guys-
excited
Yes.
to talk with you.
Oh,
a little bit
oh,
better.
wow.
We're all single.
Yeah. I like introductions. I
Are we
like,
all
you know,
single
Yeah.
here?
Go for it.
meet this person, that person.
Go
has
for
your
it.
Vibe
You
and
guys hear me a little bit better
Yeah,
now?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're
Okay,
all
perfect.
single here, too.
Okay, well, you won't be any longer.
Yeah.
So what's the name of the app? What is this? Tell us
Okay,
about.
so to clarify, it's not an app. It's just right now. I mean, it could evolve into that. However, right now, it's just go to the socialsingles.com because again, I'm expanding nationwide. So check out thesocialsingles.com, and then Instagram. I do have that handle as well, but mainly check out South Florida Social Singles because it kicked off as a South Florida thing, but I'm expanding nationwide to be in every state next year.
So
And
what?
so with my
Yeah.
Socialsingles.com.
yeah.
Is that what we are?
I
Where
don't
we
know.
are?
I
Can
don't
I
know.
ask you a question?
Go ahead.
To me, that sounds like a party, like a social
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
And as you know, in Florida, what's happening down here is many entrepreneurs, very smart people are moving down here to South Florida.
Mhm.
They're the ones
Yeah.
who need the help. They're busy. They don't have time to go out. They don't have time to be social. Can you help those
Right.
people?
Mm.
And I love what you're saying because when people come to my events, they've literally told me, I may not have met a love match, but I
Simply.
made a great business connection or a friendship connection. And
Exactly.
so they are just happy to have community.
Mhm.
How do you put the right people together? The energies, the
Yeah.
this, the sexiness, the the characteristics of yourself
The
for
vibe.
another
Yeah.
person. The
Vibe, yeah.
vibration, the frequency.
The vibe, the
How-
frequency.
How does that work?
That's a great question. I mean, so
Thank-
for me, I've done a lot of networking over the past, I lived here my entire life, actually. So over the past 35 years, I've done a lot of networking. And so for me, I've curated kind of just like a following of people who go to my mixers and they keep coming back, whether they find love or not, because they have so much fun there. And not only that,
other entities now that have other types of mixers. Like there's a group and they have mixers, but not just for singles. They'll do a green wristband if you're single, a blue one if you're there for business, and a yellow one if you're there for the vibes.
So what if you
it's
have
cool
all
because
three?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I like
all
that.
three.
That would be
So-
me.
so we give them all 3 wristbands. So my point is, these other
Sort of like badges. It should be like a badge, you know.
Yeah, I'd be.
Gabriella, I'm going to
Yeah.
dig into the business model.
There we
Because
go.
we're entrepreneurs here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yes.
And we're hungry.
So,
Yeah.
so Gabriella, I know 5 other companies in your area down here that are doing a very similar thing. You have to
Right.
talk about why you're doing things differently. The company that I like the most is they're matching people using AI, right?
right.
And most people don't market it and say that. The
Yeah.
company that did market it and said it, they're the first horse up front. So what are you doing? And my question is, what are you doing to set yourself aside from everyone else? And number 2,
That's-
your demographics are not for any of us there. Like
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
not get out and go to a party to a singles
No.
group.
No.
So
No.
my question is
Yeah.
that do you have another model there for your private entrepreneurial clients who are on the phone right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
That's a very valid question. That's phase 2 of what I'm leaning into. However, I don't want to go down the AI route, and I'll tell you why. I have had many people go to AI events based off matchmaking, and they said they were absolutely miserable and hated it. And the reason being is because it didn't feel authentic to them. It felt like forced connections, and they thought, one girl said, "Oh my God, is this AI even correct?" Like they thought I would match with this.
How
person.
long
So
ago
for
was
me,
that? How long
Yeah.
ago was that?
2 months ago. 2 months ago in West Palm.
Mhm.
So and I've been to those type of events too. They're popping up all up now. And no shade to AI, but for me, I pride myself on not being AI and curating people. And for me, people have told me they've been to national mixers and they've told me yours stand out because
Mhm.
not only do you curate specific breakout sessions, but I work with other entities. I had Live Nation donate concert tickets. What other single mixers giving away concert tickets? I haven't seen that. What
So-
other giveaway? What other single mixers are having special curated groups of people that have things that make them keep coming back? So it may,
absolutely. The live events, I get it.
Yeah.
It's for a very, very, very young demographic because that won't work in
No.
our demographics.
No.
So,
my question
target
is to
market's
you would be
25 to 45. Yeah,
that's
correct.
why I'm
Yeah.
asking what
Okay.
sets you
Yeah.
aside because nobody's
Yeah.
doing it. I'm throwing you a bone here because I know this industry and
Mhm.
where I invested in so on. You
Really?
must do AI. If you're not doing AI, you're going to be left behind in the near future.
Mhm.
Okay. And you may not need to put it both
Yeah.
forward, but if you know how to use it properly, you're going to do very well. Number 1.
Yes.
And number 2 is if you have a product that you generate for people like us, there's many more people in a later stage that are single and have no other capacity. This will set you aside
Yeah.
from all the other companies because nobody's doing it at all.
Yeah.
So if you have a private level of instead of like, I'm not going to go to a party, we're not going to go to a
No.
party to go meet somebody. It ain't going to happen, right? However, I want to like be matched up with someone, then what do? So if you have or generate a platform like that for that demographic of people that is huge, right?
Yeah. No, I
Especially
totally hear
now.
what.
Yes, especially
Yeah.
now.
The market is huge
Yeah.
there and you don't have the competition is what I'm
Yeah.
getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It-
that's some great advice.
And-
I mean, yeah,
and-
go ahead. Yeah.
And entrepreneurs, we work so hard and we're very lonely.
Yes.
We don't have
Yeah.
time to go to a
Well,
party.
you have a
And we don't care
specialist
about
here.
Yeah.
We have a specialist on our panel for AI. So Katherine Dietrich is here with us. So you should reach out and
Yes.
do a little deep dive with her and
Yes.
make your platform and a growth platform. And are you doing this in other areas? I mean, states and where are you?
South Florida.
Oh, just South Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
But
think
she
we
wants-
lost her.
sorry.
She
Yeah.
wants to go nationwide
Okay.
as well.
My AirPods died. I apologize.
Oh, there we go.
So let
Okay.
me ask you a question. How do you make money doing this?
Are you there?
Mm.
Uh,
We can't hear her.
we
I'm
can.
We can't hear
We
you.
can't hear
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
hear me
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, sorry, the service is bad. Sorry, say that again.
How are you making money from this now?
I'm having sponsorship deals. I'm working with national brands. I'm having, for example, I have an activation with Surfside next week, and they're bringing all of the alcohol, all of the merch, and so now I'm partnering with other entities.
Okay.
Can I give you an idea?
Sure, I'd love to hear it.
Yes. So it's just that I've been pitched many companies and they're all down here in South Florida. So since you called in, I'm going to give you my secret sauce. Okay.
Hi.
So here it is. At the end of the day, have you partnered with the Entrepreneurial Association of blah, 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 that a lot of us belong to?
No, so
Ah.
that's a good tip.
You want to partner with big. Let's think big, not like a
Yeah.
brick and mortar party here is going to give you a small amount of money when you can be national and be with the international or the National Entrepreneurs Society of whatever, and you can be their, what do you call it, preferred client.
Yeah. I'm also thinking too that we have 30 seconds left, that you might want to start like a continuity or membership program for like $5 a month
Exactly.
for these
Yeah.
people.
We would join.
I would
We
join.
would join.
Well,
You-
isn't it?
You also
Is it
have
the Owl community?
Owl.
The Owl
Owl
community.
Owl
community.
community.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, wow.
yeah.
And
Right?
everybody's a professional entrepreneur.
That's right.
You
And
Yeah.
we
community
and we
center
will
there.
pay for
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, those are
A
amazing
lot more
tips.
than the
Yeah.
younger people.
Yeah.
Right. No, I
Not that
appreciate
we're
this
old.
so much.
Quality.
So I'm just trying to look at what you're doing and do it a little different because you have a lot of competition. So since
Yeah.
you called in, I'm going to tell you what I've seen and what I think would work. Also, in addition to what you're doing as well, is to have another product for a demographic that has been left alone and out there in isolation.
Mhm.
And that's why we're all single.
Yeah. There you go.
Exactly.
Good luck to you. And please call us once you get that
Yes.
going.
Call
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
We'd love to go.
All right. Should we wrap it up here? Producer Jason says yes. Okay. Guys, it's been wonderful being with you guys here today on this. I think this has probably been one of the more lively and successful shows that we've had recently. There's a lot of people calling in. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you for being here. We'll be here again in January. Happy holidays to everybody.
Happy holidays.
Thank you so
Holidays
much
and
for
happy
being here.
Hanukkah Monday.
Yeah, it starts
Whoa.
Monday. Wow.
Yes.
That creeped up fast. Okay.
Happy life.
Wow.
Yes.
Love.
It's going to be
Wow.
great.
Yes.
Yes.
Take care, everybody.